Hello everyone. Uh, I've recently been watching this anime on Netflix called Time Patrol Bon. Okay, let me just pull up the Wikipedia page here. So it's based on a manga, and apparently there was a prior anime adaptation, and they made a new one this year. I honestly wasn't planning on watching it, but I was bored and stuff. But this anime has a really interesting opening, and I thought it would be a cool challenge to try to analyze all the individual things it's got going on, because it has a lot going on. So without further ado, so one thing you may immediately notice, it's very catchy. Also, it's got a lot of effects going on. Let's see in this first shot what we've got going on. So there's the zoom out on the model of the protagonist. And in his visor, let's mute it for a moment. We've got various graphics going on. There's a 3D model rotation with the outlines are hue shifting, I think. Pretty much everything is here. The outlines on the main character as well. And his skin too. Well, basically all of the materials have got some hue shifting, but also a lot of different patterns. Okay, we've got some circles here. Talking about the helmet, I'm not sure if oh yeah, you can see my cursor. That's where the patterns are most visible, I think. Yeah, the goggles have patterns as well. And here there's really only... Okay, so we've got the graphics, and on all the graphics there's a sort of texture applied on top. These grainy things here. It kind of looks like glass, I suppose. And we've got a nice wireframe animation over here. This one is in hue shifting, but it changes color once. And it changes transparency once. And by the end of this shot, we've got a lot of flashing, a lot of highlights. Let's see what's going on with the goggle frames. Okay, the goggle frames have probably the least going on. Yeah, they've got just one rotating pattern. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Here by the end of this, throughout the entire shot. Just like the helmet, his skin also gains various patterns. Okay, and by here the model gains colors, and the background gets some new textures. Okay, and we've got a new background here. Looks to be just various symbols scattered around. And we've got the dots here. Supposed to be looking like a dot matrix of lights or something, I think. Oh, we've got a big old star here. That's probably the least complicated element here. We got a big shine passing through the goggles. Okay, and then the model in the center changes materials. Okay, and as we go further into the shot, the pattern changing gets faster. Let's watch this shot again from the beginning. Yeah, gets faster, gets noisier. And there's another element there. And we've got, oh yeah, we've got a lot going on by the end. We've got this thing. Tiny explosion, everything goes red. Okay. Yeah, this shot doesn't have a lot going on. Yeah, just some hue changes, a few patterns here and there. Really big close-up on the logo. And a lot of flashing patterns that are also animated. I assume these glitchy parts were on purpose, which is very cool. And here, maybe they used some corruption effect or something. Okay, here we've just got like, I'd assume 3 or 4 layers of maps on top of each other. Let's take a frame by frame look. Okay, we've got a big image over here. And yeah, just the maps moving about, zooming out, zooming in. Okay, some pixelation. Okay, we've got math equations here. This looks like some sort of liquid. And here we've just got some vector imagery. Some scan lines. Back to the maps. Back to the text. Okay, yeah, this is a really cool effect. Back to the maps, and we've got, okay, got a regular looking logo, and then we switch to others. Oh yeah, that one is pretty cool. We got this sort of time warp effect. Man, this opening is very cool, guys. I really like it. This is totally my kind of thing. All these glitches and stuff. This just looks like there's some really extreme blur and some sort of glass or something. Okay, this is probably corrupted in some way. This also. This one just looks a bit chopped up. And we've got some more corruption. Oh, okay. This looks really cool. This might be some data mushing or something. On account of all the... Or maybe it's just regular corruption with a lot of blur. And it's flashing. Different images over here. Okay, and we're off to the next shot. Let's take a look at this in real time, because I wonder how this looks in real time. I'm gonna unmute it for a second there. Yeah, the music for this opening is really cool as well. It's so catchy. Then we cut back to the main character. Yeah, pretty much the same deal as in the first shot. The background has a bit more going on. Time warp. Okay, we've got some generated stuff. And a lot of icon symbols. I assume they only did like this quarter, and then they mirrored it everywhere. Or maybe it's more like, maybe it's something like this, and they just mirrored it vertically and horizontally across the screen. So it might be more simple than it looks. And then we get an overlay, and another overlay comes in, and these have some shapes masked out of them that animate. So we've got some circles, they turn into lines and disappear. Let's see how this looks in real time. Yeah, very nice. But it's also, on its own, it wouldn't be as nice. It's pretty simple. Pretty easy to do in After Effects, this kind of stuff. But it really adds to everything. The individual things are pretty simple, but they all adapt to something very complex yet harmonic. It's very cool. Got the globe, we've got some text, we've got more shapes, and in the background here, looks like they've got some sort of drawing or photo. There's a car here, and this is a store, I think. So either they got a background from the anime or they got a photo. They put it as the background over here. Oh, and yeah, this is just a regular old 2D animated shot with parallel backgrounds. Oh yeah, this is also a cool shot. Don't want to play too much of the music here, because I'm afraid I'll get copyright striked or something. Okay, we've got a bunch of letters and symbols that dissolve. And okay, this pattern is mirrored and tiled. Yeah, we've got the text moving. I know how to do this theoretically. You just keyframe something in the material. There's probably like an offset node or something for the textures. If you want to do this, just look up how to make a face with textures. It uses pretty much the same idea, I think. You just bind specific coordinates to specific triggers, controllers, whatever. And on top of all this, we've got a displacement filter of some sort. Oh yeah, also the hue shift on the text. Let's see, let's take a closer look at that. Some inversion, some glitching, and okay, yeah. There's just a colored texture that's moving above everything, overlaid, and it's moving just downwards. Oh, this might be just some noise. It's moving over, although the patches of color are quite regular. So maybe it was hand drawn or something. Okay, yeah, this is a really cool shot as well. Let's see. Is this my... Yeah, I didn't notice that these were just mirrored. Huh. I guess it because they're not letters. But hieroglyphs and stuff. Okay, so just gradually more and more pop in. I assume they just did it with some sort of font and some text controls. The After Effects range selector, probably. It probably also has like an input for randomness or something, so it's easy to do things like this. Let's take a look at this shot in real time. Maybe something will jump out at me while watching it. another graphic pops up here. So, okay, it's the same one as in the middle, but with the center cut out. Okay, we just keep copying the layers until it gets really intense and we cut to the next shot. And this is just your standard anime shot. And here we've got a very slow movement. I wonder if this was interpolated automatically or if this was actually drawn. Can I zoom in here? Oh! Whoa, I can zoom in MPV. Very cool video player. Can I? No. Okay. Let's just pull up the terminal and go back in there. MPV. Come on, open up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's take a closer look at this. So I'd assume there's just like 3 keyframes here, and they interpolated the thing. Yeah, it looks good, as long as you don't overuse it, this technique. It might be interpolated, but it might also have been hand-drawn, which is pretty crazy if it was, because this is like, how long does this shot last? From 130 to 133. So that's like 70 frames. Is anyone crazy enough to draw that much for a 3-second shot? Maybe someone is. But yeah, this is a really cool intro. It's very maximalist. It's got a lot going on. And I really love the bright colors in these sections here in the beginning. And it's just really cool. I hope to make stuff as cool as this visually. So I'll be learning how to use After Effects more. And that's all I think I've got to say about this intro. If you're wondering what prompted this video, I just drank a lot of caffeine and I have a lot of energy, and well, yeah, this just happened out of that. Thank you for watching. See ya in the next videos. Bye.